Going through a very economical period here. Only a few runs off the last few overs. Sheikh Patel's going at 1 run per over. Sheikh Patel comes in and it's a big shot up in the air. It's cleared the fielder for 6 over long on. A lovely shot there from Kushal Malla. See that on the replay. Frees his arms, swings through, and it clears the boundary by 5 meters or so. So even with the fielder right on the boundary line there at long on, batter still went for it, and here's another go. Pushes it back to the bowler, no run. Still went for the shot and cleared it. Cleared the boundary significantly. There's also a fielder out at deep mid-wicket. Pushed it into the leg side. Non-striker was keen for a run, but there wasn't any run on there. Cuts it into the offside. Straight to the fielder. There's a bit of a mix-up. He's back. And he's out. Run out. Big mix-up there between the two batters. So he pushes it out. He's keen, but the non-striker was keen, but then wasn't. Gets it around and is comfortably run out by the wicketkeeper. Very disappointing there from the Nepalese batters. Breakdown in communication. Probably wasn't a run on, but if they'd run it fast and without hesitation, they would have been home. And so Kushal Malla run out for 8 runs. New batter, Sompal Kami, comes to the crease with Nepal at 106 for 8. Sheikh Patel bowling well. We've got 2 balls left in this over. It's just pushed into the offside, no run. Pretty tight field on the offside here. We've got a slip, deep gully, short point, and mid-off. Long off, mid-on, and a mid-wicket. And there's defensive fielder on the deep square leg boundary. Turns that one straight, but no run. Good over from Sheikh Patel. There was a 6 off the first ball, over long on. But then a very tight rest of the over. So another wicket for Canada has moved Nepal onto 106 for 8. Sompal Kami in his at the non-striker's end. Left by Kushal. For a dot ball. Sompal in his previous match. Batting at number 9. Scored a handy 31 runs off 33 balls. including 2 fours. Handy contribution towards Nepal's score of 176 all out in the game that they ended up winning by 20 runs. Comes runner. It's pushed into the offside, but it's stopped by the fielder. No run. In that same game, he also bowled 3 overs, no wickets for 10 runs. So a good all-round performance from Sompal in that last match. Nepal are going to want him to contribute another 30-odd runs here to help. And that ball from Rana kind of kept a little bit low, bounced short of the wicketkeeper. Captain's talking to the bowler. Interesting to see what tactics they go for against these new batters. Kushal's none off 11. He goes for a cut shot. He's hit it out to deep point where it's picked up and thrown in. Stop any chance of a second. It's a nice cut shot there. Kushal is off the mark. Moving on to 1 off 12 balls. Mangani coming in for the 5th delivery of the over. Nice straight delivery. Ended into the leg side there. Just the 1 off the over so far. We are to finish the last ball of the 30th over. Or not quite. Wide ball. We'll have to bowl that one again. Been bowling a very good, very tight line so far. Only conceded 3 runs. Only conceded 4 runs off 3 overs so far. Finish the over here. Push back down the wicket, but safely to mid-off. No run. The 30th over completed. And Nepal are 108 for 8. I think Sheikh Patel is going to continue. He's going to be bowling his 5th over. Currently figures of 4 overs, 1 wicket for 12 runs. Kushal Patel is facing. Comes into bowl. Push back down to the bowler for no run. He's bowling this very consistent line. Most of the balls are straight, but a few just outside off to tempt it. That's an absolutely beautiful delivery. And he's bowled him. Oh no. It was a stumping attempt. So he bowled that one straight. It turned a little bit. Ended up missing everything. Attempt of a stumping by the wicketkeeper, but not out. You can see he lifted his back foot, but didn't leave the crease. A little bit short, a little bit more turn. Kushal considered whether to hit that with a little bit more force, but opted against it. Continue on this very straight line, keeping the run scoring opportunities very low. He pushes it out into the offside through the gap between point and cover for a single. So only one off the over. Rana Samangani continue from this end. Kushal Bhurtel is facing, scored 2 off 18 deliveries. His partner, Sompal Kami, no runs off 4 balls. At the moment, Nepal will be considering what is a good score. 109 for 8. They're going to want to try and get up to around 140, 150. Flicked out into the leg side, into the gap, and it's rolling down to the boundary for a 4. It's a lovely shot from Bhurtel. Bowler has come in fairly straight, a little bit down the leg side there, and it's flicked away beautifully onto the leg side. Some excellent wrist movement there from Kushal Bhurtel. And he's got the reward that he wanted. 4 runs. No run there. And comes runner. Side the off, stays low. Keeper picks it up. Currently 3.6 and over. Projected score of 180, but that's, I don't think, factoring in the Nepal being 8 wickets down at the moment. Comes into bowl, it's outside off. Pushed into space, down to 3rd man for a single. Two deliveries go in the 32nd over. 5 off the over so far. Comes in. Aims for the Yorker. Pushed it out into the leg side, but they're only going to get a single. The fielder's round quickly. Sompal off the mark. Partnership of 9 runs off 19 deliveries. Runners here to finish off the over. In he comes. Nice. Nicely on the off stump, defended by the batter. That's 32 overs gone. Canada fairly settled in here to these 2 bowlers, Sheikh Patel and Rana Samangani. Patel's coming on for his 6th over. And Rana Samangani is bowled 4. Nicely floated outside off. Heel for a stumping, but no interest from the square leg umpire. Floated that up. A little bit of extra turn. Comes in again. Solid defence. Just trying to tempt the batter out with a little bit of a cover drive or a straight drive. This one's down the leg side. Pushed out to deep square leg, who's coming in fast and sends the ball back in to stop the second. Bell runs in, punch back down the wicket. Push through the offside to long off for a single. Boundary protection includes the long off fielder, a deep cover, and a deep square leg. Another solid over there from Sheikh Patel, just the 2 runs off of it. The ball 117 for 8 off 33 overs. So we have a change of bowler. Back into the attack is the opening bowler, Zahid Shahzad, who had an excellent opening spell of 3 wickets for 11 runs off of 6 overs. That included 3 maidens and 1 double wicket maiden. The Canada are looking to take these last few wickets quickly now, bringing their strike bowler back on. And he comes. And it's been driven through the offside, out to the boundary. There's no protection out there, and it runs for 4 runs. It's a little bit wide, full pitch there. A little bit of a loosener from Zahid. And Kushal Patel makes the most of it with an exquisite cover drive. Bhurtel is starting to look more and more comfortable as he moves on to 12 off 26 deliveries. That's a much more aggressive line, not aggressive line, probing line from the bowler there. That's where he bowled most of his first few overs. A very consistent 6-over spell where very few deliveries on the leg side, very few deliveries straight, all were in that zone just outside the off stump, and that's been pushed down into gully. An excellent piece of fielding from the Canadian fielder there to stop the runs. Wicket keeper's going over to tell him what a good job you've done. Canada have been fielding very well in this match. They've been keeping the pressure on, keeping the batters on strike that they want, and ensuring Nepal haven't been able to get away with any easy runs. Comes in for the 4th ball of the over. He's back to his line that has got him the rewards of 3 wickets early in this match. Comes this ball over, or just outside of off, but well left by the batter. Nepal are inching their way up with this total. Partnerships of 15. They are on 121 for 8. Comes in and he's pushed that out through the gap between gully and point. It's running out to the boundary, but the fielder's going to get there as they come back for 2. There was some interest in a third, but they weren't able to make it. You can see on the replay the nice push out through the offside, guided between the 2 fielders. Kushal is starting to settle into this innings very nicely. We're on 123 for 8. Run rates at 3.6. Start of the 35th over. Well, that's a good turn there. Sompal considers pushing it back down the wicket, considers cutting it. But there's a lot of turn. Ended up just defending it. Oh, that's a beautiful delivery. The appealing for stumping, but is not. Let's have a look at this replay. Batter pushes forward at the ball. Doesn't really leave his crease. It's optimistic stumping appeal, but it's good glove work from the keeper. An excellent turn there from Sheikh Patel, right past the bat. And again, well left by the Nepalese batter. Interesting little match up here between Sheikh Patel and Sompal. Sheikh Patel's getting quite a bit of turn. There we are. fires through the arm ball. 2 balls to come. Sompal Kami's being patient. He's watching the deliveries. Oh. Just hugs his bat behind his pad there to let that one go through to the keeper. And he's gone for it. He's hit it out. Deep cover for a single. Pretty safe shot. Gets a single off the last ball of the over to take the strike for the next over. Nepal on 124 for 8. Partnership of 18 between these two. Zahid Shahzad continues to his 8th over. Nepal pushing their score up. Slowly but surely. The previous 2 matches, they had a winning total. They batted first on both games. They had a winning total of 176 in the first match. And then the second match, the first match, they scored 143 all out, which was knocked off by Canada's team. Tries to dab it down to third man, misses the ball. So we're looking for a score closer to the 176 than the 143. But they are 8 down. It's going to be important partnership between these two to try and push up the score past 130, past 140, past 150. Pushed that back down the wicket, but cover picks it up and sends it into the wicketkeeper for no run. He's in for the 3rd ball of the over. It's a short one. It's guided in the air. Down to third man, who's picked it up. Sends it back in. 2 runs. It's a nice shot there from Sompal. Just leant back, watched the ball, placed it into the gap. Smart cricket. Short one, and it's guided again. Down to third man for a single. A little bit of a change of tactic here for Canada, playing change from his opening spell for Zahid, where he was bowling a lot of good length deliveries. Now we have a little bit shorter length. See how the Nepalese lower order batters are able to face short deliveries. Still a lot of protection behind square on the offside with that deep third man and deep point. Comes in, last ball of the over, and it's pushed into the offside. Fielder picks it up, flings it in. It's pretty wide. There's going to be overthrows. And the bowler's not happy about that at all. Point fielder picked it up, but the throw into the bowler's end was not accurate. And the fielder backing up was not able to stop it. So overthrows ended up going for 4. There's 5 runs off that last delivery, taking Nepal up to 132 for 8 off 36 overs. We've got a change in bowling. Sheikh Patel is off and Jitendra Singh is back on. Guided out to the leg side, opportunity for 2 here as the deep square leg comes in, picks it up. 2 runs for Kushal. Jitendra Singh, figures of 2 for 30 off of 6 overs. Starting to leg slide again. Not quite as far, so only a single this time. Jitendra Singh started off with some really nice. Well, he's been bowling very well all day. Had a couple of very economical overs at the start, where he picked up his 2 wickets, and then Mohammed Aarif Sheikh hit a 4 and a 6 off of his bowling, same over. Got away with a few runs, but overall he's been bowling very good line and length. Sompal to face. Pushes it down the wicket, but it's fielded by Jitendra. Oh, he's past the outside edge. Floated up nicely. He's turned away. It's played down the straight line, but it's gone past the edge. And again. It's really challenging the outside edge of the bat here today. And Sompal is struggling to get to the pitch of the ball. Finish off the over, he comes in, and another one. 3 in a row past the outside edge of the bat. Very well bowled from Jitendra Singh. Shazad comes back on for another over. Now into his 9th over. Partnership's now up to 29 runs. Comes in, guided down. Oh, there's a run out chance, but ends up being a comfortable single. Yeah, so partnership's on to 30 runs now between these two. Kushal Patel is on to 23 and Sompal Kami is 6. So he comes in. Oh, he swung through. Big edge. Well, appeal for an edge. A lot of interest from the Canadian fielders, but no interest from the umpire. We watched it on the replay. Does looks like some dust coming up from the pitch when he plays his shot, so maybe he hit the ground and not the ball. Either way, umpire was not interested. Hard to tell there. It's good from Zahid Shazad. Goes again. straighter delivery. Non-striker's interested in the single, but the striker's not. Ends up with no run. Fourth ball of the over. Comes Zad. Pushed it into point. They're going for it. Attempt at a run out the non-striker's end, but the batter was safely home. Nepalese batters looking for the singles now. Once again, driven back down the wicket. Beautiful shot from Kushal Bhurtel for 4 runs. He's waited for the slightly over-pitched delivery and has struck that beautifully back down the wicket. Nepal move on to 141 for 8. Comes in, defends it into the leg side, but mid-wicket in quickly to stop any run. As there's 6 off the over. And Jitendra Singh will be continuing. Jitendra's to his 8th over. Interesting to see how this over goes, given the last few deliveries from the last over. Jitendra Singh spun it past the edge of Sompal several times in a row. He's swept that one. It's coming down to the boundary here at fine leg, and it will be 4 runs. A well-played sweep from Sompal. Started that, Jitendra Singh started that ball off on a line a little bit further down the leg side. And the batter was able to take advantage of that, play a excellent sweep shot. Better line there from Jitendra. Comes in again. Full pitch delivery. Defended nicely. It's cut out through the offside to the fielder in the deep for a single. Comes in, 5th ball of the over. Partnership moves on to 40. Very important. 40 very important runs for Nepal. Punished into cover there. Fielders trying to tempt him for a run, but they're not interested. 5 off the over. Ball moved Up to 146 for 8. Run rate of 3.74. And you feel like they're recovering here into a territory of a defendable total. Had two good partnerships. This one between Sompal Kami and Kushal Bhurtel. And another one, 60 runs between Mohammad Aarif Sheikh and Arjun Saud. Two very crucial partnerships. In between those partnerships, there's been a flurry of wickets. Canada will want a couple quick wickets now. That's a big appeal from Zahid Shahzad. Appeal for LBW. There's a question of inside edge. We look back at the replay. They have edged it into his pad. For 1 run. It's given as a run rather than a leg by, so umpire must have noticed an edge. Ball. Keeps low, but well defended by Kushal. Zahid Shahzad's in his last over here. His 10th over. Comes in. And it's driven back down the wicket to long on for a single. He's definitely... The bowler is interested in picking up another couple of wickets here. At some point he would have hoped to have got a 5 for today, but he's bowled very, very well so far. It's driven back down the wickets. They're going for a quick single. Fielder quickly on it, but not able to stop the single. Bowled a very, very good 10 overs today. But he'll be even happier if he can nick one off here and get a 4th wicket at the end of his spell. Comes in. Down to long on. Just the single. That brings Nepal's 150 up. 150 for 8 of 39.5 overs. Current partnership 44 of 67. At some point, they might not have thought they would have got to 150, and they were 36 for 5. But the low middle order has really come through. No run there off the last ball of the over. 40 overs are up, 150 for 8. has pushed out to deep point for a single. Last ball of the over. 4 runs off the over. Jitendra Singh completed his 9th over. Current figures are 2 for 41. 2 for 42. My apologies. Off 9 overs. 1 more over for Jitendra. Going to have a new bowler from this end as Zahid Shahzad has finished his 10 overs. Nepal are moving along nicely at the moment, 154 for 8. The new bowler is Padam Joshi. He comes, right arm around the wicket. Little down for a single. To short third man. Padam Joshi bowled in the first game. 5 overs for 17 runs. Right arm finger spin. Comes in. Pushes it out to a deep mid-wicket for a single. So right now the field is fairly well spread with a deep point, deep mid-wicket, deep square leg, a long on and a long off. Here we are. The 50 partnership has come up. 76 balls. 16 for Sompal and 33 for Kushal. Down to long on for a single. We've got five fielders out on the boundary. Comes in. Four singles off the over so far. 1 ball left. Defended. Picked up by the keeper. And that's the over. So 42 overs complete and Nepal 158 for 8. Jitendra is going to finish off the last of his 10 overs. Excellent 10 overs he's bowled today. He's taken 2 wickets for 42. And he'll be looking for a 3rd wicket here. He comes. Punch down to long on for a single. Kushal moves on to 35. These 2 batters have been content in the last few overs, pushing for 1s and 2s. And it's been rewarded with a good partnership. Go for a sweep. Sweeps it down to deep square leg. Who dives, picks it up, and is able to return it. Keep them to 1. punched into the cover. No run. Out to the deep square leg. For 1. So the projected score has remained pretty consistent. It's at 188. It's been like that for the last 20 overs or so. If they can get up to that kind of score, they'll be fairly satisfied with their day's efforts. Last ball of the over, and it's cut out to deep point for a single. 4 runs off the over. So Jitendra Singh finishes with figures of 10 overs, 2 for 46. Shahzad has also finished his 10 overs, 3 for 35. So the last 7 overs. Likely be shared between the other 5 bowlers who have bowled today. Jitendra Singh, Jaskaran Buttar, Shil Patel, Rana Salmangani and Padam Joshi. Padam Joshi coming in. Ends up being an easy single. The fielder stopped it but wasn't able to pick it up and allowed them to come through for that single. Right arm around. Pushed into the leg side, but there's no single there. It's getting through these overs pretty quickly. Oh, goes to push it into the offside. Isn't able to make contact and the ball just passes the edge. 4th ball of the over. Oh, knocked back in the air past the bowler. Down to long on for a single. Bowler may have been interested for a split second, but wasn't a catching opportunity. This one straight back to the bowler. Turns around, straight back to his mark. Leaving no gap in between deliveries. 6th ball, defended into the offside. And picked up by the keeper. Just 2 off the over. 44 overs complete, 164 for 8. Shil Patel is back on to bowl the 45th over. He's bowled 7 overs, 1 for 16 runs so far, an economy of 2.29. He's been very, very tight, very consistent. And there again, that is beautifully flighted, turning past the edge. Too good for the batter, too good. And that's the line and length he's going to want to continue to bowl. He's pushed it, big edge, quick single, comfortably home. You can see from this angle, he was a little bit early on the ball. But it ended up safely going into the offside. Now, Sompal Kami's had some struggles against Shield Patel, but also hit some nice sweep shots. We'll see what comes out. Here we go. Fully pitched. No run. Comfortably defended this time. Comes into Sompal, who guides it to... Oh! Guides it to third man, who has misfielded it. It's gone through, so able to get back for a second and a third. Some poor fielding there from Canada. Allows Nepal to get an extra 2 runs. It was a quick single that Nepal were comfortably in for, but unfortunately the third man wasn't able to pick up the ball, and the ball rolled down almost to the boundary for 3. That's cover driven, but straight to the fielder. So that ends the over. 4 runs off the over. 45th over is complete, 168 for 5. All have 5 overs left. Madam Jashi's going to continue for a 3rd over. It's currently conceded 6 runs. Shield Patel has another 2 overs, so he may be on to continue. So we have 5 overs. If Shield bowls 2, that leaves 3 overs. Madam Joshi's going to take 1 of those and may bowl another couple. So interesting to see how Canada, which bowlers they choose to close out this innings. Shield Patel has been bowling very tight, only offering 2.5 runs and over. Madam Joshi also very tight, only 3 runs and over. Nepal may think about trying to increase the run rate. Yep, big hit through the leg side, but only for a single. The 2 batters at the moment, they're fairly set. Kushal Patel, 38. Sompal Kami, 23. He comes. Oh, goes for a little dab down to third man. There's no one down there at the moment, so there's a gap opportunity for runs, but he wasn't able to time the shot. This time he was, though, and he gets it through. They're going to go for at least 1, 2, but the fielder picks it up and restricts it to 2 runs. That was much better played and a good idea. Seen where the gap was in the field. Executed it well. Nepal looking to push the run rate a bit here. They may be eyeing a score of over 200. And he's edged it, but guided it down to third man, and that's 4 runs. It's well played from Kushal Patel. He's targeting the gaps. The outfield is quick enough to allow that to go for 4. So Canada changing their field. They've brought in that short third man. You can see at the top of your picture. Backward point remains. Pushed into the leg side for a single. There's 8 off the over so far. Last ball. Sompal tries the same shot as Kushal, but is not able to make any contact. So it's a dot ball to end the over. 8 runs off the over. Ball 176 for 8 off 46 over. 4 overs left. Shil Patel will continue to bowl. He has 2 overs left. Likely will bowl them out from this end. He's only gone for 20 runs off his 8 overs. Kushal Patel is batting very nicely, 45 off 61. He'll be eyeing up a half century. He's batting with a decent strike rate. The partnership continues to grow. It's now on 7. Comes Shil Patel. Batter's hit on the pads, no run. Gone for a shot back down the wicket, but the bowler is able to field it. Another dot ball. Patel runs in, 3rd ball of the over. It's cut to Point, who stops it, not able to pick it up, and they get through for a single. Hit back down the wicket to long on. Just for a single. Big turn and bounce there from Shil Patel. Too much bounce. Straight past the edge of the bat. Last ball of the over comes in. Hits it back down the wicket, fielded by the bowler. And that's another good over from Shil Patel, only the 2 runs off of it. So Nepal on 178 for 8, 3 overs left. Do we have another over from Padam Joshi here, or it looks like we've got a change of bowler? So Jasker Ambatar is going to come back on. He's bowled 6 overs for 20 runs so far. Economy of 3.33. He's coming in to bowl the death overs. Nepal, I hope we're going to be eyeing an opportunity to hit a little bit in these last 3 overs and get over the 200 milestone. Target Jasker Ambatar. Try and get a few boundaries here off these remaining overs. Hit back down the wicket to long on, just for a single. Puts the informed batter, Kushal Patel, back on strike. He'll be looking for an opportunity here to reach the boundary and also cross off a milestone here of half century. Will Bhurtel give him an opportunity? In he comes. Just back down the wicket. No run there. It's been a very watchful but sensible innings from Kushal Patel. He certainly deserves his 50 if he can make it. Played an innings full of good cricket shots and patience. And he's gone for it. He's blasted it through the offside, to the boundary, through the covers, and that's his 50 up. Excellent innings from Kushal. He goes to celebrate with his partner. He waited for the right ball. A little bit of width. And he's hit strongly through the offside. Well played to Kushal. A 50 was up off 68 balls, 5 boundaries. Here he goes again, and he guides it down to third man, likely for a single, but they're coming back for a second. Some excellent running from the two Nepalese batters. Kushal ran the first run extremely fast, and that's what gave him the opportunity to get back for, in the end, a very comfortable second run. So they've started well here, 7 runs off 4 balls. Are we looking to try and capitalize a little bit more here? He comes, and he's hit it straight to cover. And it's an excellent catch. Kushal looks disappointed, looks down, looks disappointed, but it was an excellent catch from the Canadian fielder. He absolutely middled that. It looked like a certain boundary, but it was ended up being an excellent catch. And although he walks off disappointed, he's played a crucial and very well-timed innings of 50 runs to get Nepal into a score that is going to be challenging for Canada to get to. Catch was taken by Alida Nadim and off Jaskaran. So there's 1 ball left in the over, 13 balls left in the innings, and one wicket left. New batter is Karan Kesi. Retire into bowl, and he swings and misses. And that ends the over. 7 runs, 1 wicket off the over. Jaskaran Buttar has figures of 1 for 27 off 7 overs. 2 overs left for the Nepalese innings. .26 not out off 53 balls. In comes the first ball of the over. Turns it, takes the edge down to short third man, but they get through for a quick single. Batters having a quick chat. new batter Karan KC. He's taking a middle guard. 11 balls left. And not sure what his approach will be here, if he's going to try and hit out or just keep knocking it around. They knock it for a single. It's a comfortable single to short third man. And it's a smart move to put the batter who's set on strike. Here's Shil Patel comes in and he goes for a big hit. He's gone for a big hit and he's been given out. Let's have a look at this replay. I think he's given out, caught behind. Yes. It's hard to tell, but it turns out to be a very good catch by the wicketkeeper. So he was caught behind, leaving Nepal all out for 187 runs off 48.3 overs. An excellent wicket for Shil Patel at the end there, who ends up with 9.3 overs, 2 for 42. The other pick of the bowlers being Zahid Shahzad, who bowled 10 overs, 3 maidens, 3 for 35, and Sukhjinder Singh, 10 overs, 2 for 46. Nepal, who started off fairly badly, ending at 36 for 5, but they managed to have 2 excellent partnerships. First one of 60 between Mohammad Aarif Sheikh, who scored 40 runs, and Arjun Saud scored 17 runs. And then the second partnership between Kushal Bhurtel, who scored 52, and Sompal Kami, who scored 27. They had a partnership of 79 runs. And between those 2 partnerships, they've managed to get Nepal up to 187 all out. There'll be a break now before Canada innings begin. welcoming everyone back for the Canadian innings. We've got the opening batters, Ajavir Singh and Shubham Sharma. And the bowler for Nepal is Rujan Dakal. We'll be starting shortly. Canada requiring 188 runs to win, which is a required run rate of 3.76. All starting with one slip and a fairly conventional field. It's the deep third man and deep fine leg. And that first one is nurdled down to deep fine leg for a single. Shubham is taking a middle guard. He's facing up to left arm fast bowler, Rujan Dakal. Coming for the second delivery, and it's pitched quite far outside of leg and hit him on the pads. Big appeal from the bowler, but realistically not likely to be out LBW. The ball popped up down to short third man, but no run was taken. Sun continues to shine. The wind continues to blow. Still quite a cold day for everyone involved. Attempts to warm up during the lunch break. Otherwise we're back out. Here we are, and he's milled it back down the wicket. Tremendous shot from the opening batter for 4. See the replay of that. Walks down the wicket, holds the pose. Absolutely raced off the middle of the bat. So a good start for Canada. 5 for no loss off 3 balls. Comes in. And another drive back down the wicket past the fielders for 4 runs. This is an excellent shot from Sharma. A lovely straight drive. Bowler was unable to field the ball. And it's straight back down the wicket. Two fours and 2 deliveries. First over, we've got the last delivery here from Rujan. Canada currently 9 for no loss. Running in. And it's hit back down the wicket to mid-on, and they take a quick single safely home. That finishes the first over. 10 runs for no loss. I'd like to welcome our guest here, Sheikh Patel, who was one of the Canadian bowlers who bowled 9.3 overs, 2 wickets for 24 runs. Really nice tight spell. Put a lot of pressure on the Nepalese batters, so well bowled. welcome.
Thank you, Martin.
Okay, great. How was the spell for you? How did you find it out there?
I felt it pretty good. Early on, I got pretty well control. I was just looking to land the ball in the right areas, and yeah, the pitch was helping me. So really, just trying to hit the good length every ball and just build up the dots, which was what we wanted, and we got them to a good start.
I completely agree. You were really landing it on the right spot. Did you find there was a reasonable amount of spin for you?
Yep. So that's why there was a lot of spin and bounce on offer. So when you really slow it down a bit, you can get that out of the wicket. So really focusing on that.
And how do you think it will go for your teammates batting today?
I feel like we have a strong batting unit, especially chasing 180 on this wicket. So far with the start we got, looking to get the power play in. Maybe get 40-50 runs in the power play, then it becomes a little easier. Not looking to take any risky shots or risky singles because we know that Paul's a good fielding side, so we're keeping that in mind.
We've got new bowler is Lalit Narayan coming into bowl, defended by Sharma. And so it was a interesting innings from Nepal. They lost a lot of wickets at the start, but had a couple of good partnerships. At some point, you thought might finish under 100, but they ended up with quite a reasonable score, 187.
Correct.
How do you think when they were batting, did they kind of change their approach after they lost their wickets?
Yeah, I think they were really just looking to build a partnership in terms of just staying at the wicket. It didn't look like they cared too much about the runs that they were scoring. They just wanted to dig in, get used to the wicket, and then from there that we saw that there was runs on offer. So one of the talking points was, if we do lose some quick wickets, whatever it is, let's just try to dig in and take the game as long as possible.
Mm-hmm. It was just pushed into the leg side there for 2 runs for Sharma. And in terms of the pitch, we've got another left arm spinner here. Do you think their approach will be similar to yours?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's very helpful for spinners. Even with the new ball, it's even better because you can get one skid on. So I think this is going to be a good contest to watch. So we'll see. But I think their game plans would be similar to mine.
Mm-hmm.
At least what I had in mind was just get the ball up there,
mm-hmm.
give us some flight, and let it grip and turn.
And I believe you had 2 wickets. Talk me through those wickets.
Yeah, so just looking to again pitch in the good length area, and then luckily for the 2 wickets I got some a little bit extra bounce on those,
Mm-hmm.
and my keeper took 2 good catches up high, so both just caught behind,
Mm-hmm.
getting them to play forward as much as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, you were turning it very nicely past the bat, especially the right-handers.
Mm-hmm.
In comes Lalit to bowl. It's pushed back down the wicket, but there's no run. And so is this the end of your season for you? These matches?
So the domestic season is done.
Yep.
So these are the last couple of matches that we have,
And
all the playoffs are done for every other league, so.
Which do you play for a domestic team?
So I play for JB Masters
Okay.
in Super 9, so yeah. Then a couple other teams in BDCL. I play for Patiala, so yeah.
Very good. And how did your Super 9 season go?
Super 9 season went very well, actually. I finished top of the chart for wickets and second in MVP, so had a good year in that.
Congratulations. Very good season until today. It's got a bit cold.
Yeah, today's.
Otherwise, we've had a beautiful fall.
Yep.
Been able to get all the playoffs in with good conditions, good weather. Comes into bowl, hits him on the pads, but pitching outside leg. So no interest from the umpire. Do you have any more matches lined up?
No. These 2 games are the last games for us, and then hard work in the off season and come back next year.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining us.
Thank you,
I
Martin.
really appreciate taking the time, and well bowled today.
Thank you. Thank you.
Really well played. Thanks to our guest there, Sheikh Patel. Very well-spoken young man and a very good left-arm spinner. Continue here. Canada. Oh, a big hit up in the air, out over the offside. Two Nepalese fielders racing to get it. Good teamwork getting the ball back to the keeper. Maybe 10 yards short of the boundary. They got 2 runs for that. Canada's team currently on 17 for no loss after 2.3 overs. Sharma's hit 16 of those runs off 12 balls. He's looking in good form. The 4th ball of the over comes in, pushed out in the boundary, pushed into the gap. Same 2 fielders after it. They're chasing it down. They'll stop it short of the boundary, but they'll still get home for another couple. 6 off the over so far. Sharma's looking in great form. Strike rate of almost 150. He's taken most of the strikes so far. Playing with intent. The ball. And he's gone high. It's a top edge. It's going down to 3rd man, and he is out caught. Commentator's curse. Unfortunately, he was looking good form, but this one just took top edge and went straight to the 3rd man fielder. And Sharma is out for 18 runs off 14 deliveries. And it's a good breakthrough for Nepal. So first wicket for Rajendakal. And the new batsman, Yuvraj Samra, left-handed bat. Is going to be facing 1 ball that's left in the over. Taking a middle guard. Nepal have 2 slips, a deep 3rd man and deep fine leg. Everyone else in the circle. Mid wicket is on, mid off, cover and point. Comes into bowl, final ball of the over. And it's pushed safely into the offside. End of the 3 overs. Canada 19 for 1. And to continue from this end is Lalit Narayan. He's going to bowl his second over. First over went for 3 runs. Bowling to Adivya Singh, who's on 1 not out. Second ball takes an inside edge down towards fine leg. They come through for 1. Not interested in a second. Fielded by the slip fielder. Just changing the field for the left-handed batter. There is a short fine leg and a deep square leg. There's also a long on. So everyone on the offside in the ring. Which is out to the leg side, down to that long on, where they're going to get a single. Yuvraj off the mark. Defended. Singh is taking a tight line, similar to Patel, keeping it fairly wicket to wicket at this stage. Trying to get some turn off of this pitch. Oh, he's gone for a pull shot across the line, and that was a straight delivery. It's dangerously close to the stumps there.